Hello, welcome back to Lift Arc Studios. Today I have a video idea. In this box is an attachment for my Shop Sabre plasma cutter that I have been very excited about receiving. It's something that I've kind of known that I wanted to get for my machine since I got it, but I was gonna see how the existing equipment worked before I pulled the trigger on this. What is in this box is the collision detection head for the plasma torch on my Shop Sabre Sidekick 10 table. What that means is I can replace that terrible magnetic torch mount with something that can recognize a collision or some kind of problem and stop the machine on its own, so I don't have to babysit it. Wow, revolutionary.
So, you know the Shop Sabre, obviously, and you've heard me complain about this. Why? It's a fridge magnet, for gosh darn sakes. By far the weakest link of this machine is this magnetic torch holder that if it runs into stuff, it gets bumped, it gets off, the computer has no idea what has happened, and it continues to cut regardless of where that torch is. Don't try this at home. What I'm gonna try to illustrate though is that regardless of how big the collision is, the machine doesn't stop. It has no idea what's happening. This is a hypothetical. So what I have is a big square that I had to cut out the other day. And I've just set this as the XY0 for the origin, and it's about to move to make its first cut. So what's not gonna happen is it's gonna stop. So XY0, I'll open the file. Ready? There you go. It's tilted to the left. And it doesn't care. It has no idea that it's tilted. Open the right file. You ready? Oops, it hit stuff. Look, it has no idea. It's gonna try to cut. So there you go. That wasn't a fantastic illustration, but you get the point. It ran completely into the magnet, moved the torch way out of square, and it kept on chugging with the G code. I had to press the escape button to stop it. And that's the frustrating part. If you're doing, like that tabletop for instance, it had 1,800 plus holes in it, and it took 5 hours to cut. I had to sit right here the entire time and babysit it, because if it got knocked and the torch was off a little bit, then the rest of the holes that it cut until I corrected the torch angle are all useless. You know, the whole point of that table is so that everything lines up and that you can create square things with the pattern of holes. So that's kind of an extreme example, but like I'm not yet to the point where I'm running this machine all day, every day. I imagine that day is probably coming because the capabilities are insane with something like this. I can't afford to sit here and babysit this thing the whole time. And everything else is foolproof. Once it's actually running, the software is super stable. I've had it shut off on me once, but computers are computers. You know, you can't always rely on them. The mechanics though, this machine is capable of running all day, no problem. It's bulletproof, except for that. So that's enough talking. I hope I've illustrated the issue. So now, let's go unbox. I'm an idiot. Anyway, welcome to an unboxing. All right, let's get into it. So first thing you'll notice is it's a very ordinary cardboard box. Let's see. Ooh, oh, it looks so fancy. All right, let's see. So we have wires. Oh, this is gonna be fun. So we got one roll of wires. A second roll of wires. This is right up my alley. We got a box of screws. We got a nice CNC milled aluminum plate. Ooh, that's satisfying, look at that. And 0 instructions. So here's the magic sauce. So it works by, I think these two things are sensors, sort of Hall effect sensors. And this hub is held down by these springs. So if you had a collision, it would move one way or another and pull these sensors off of that bottom plate, sending a signal to the machine. So, and then I bet, oh man, I did not want to do this again, but these wires are gonna have to run through that cable chase, all that I just redid to run my plasma wire through. This is gonna suck. But it's worth it. Yeah. It's gonna be worth it. All right, well, let's get to it. I think I need to call the tech, but I think I'll be able to figure it out. So
famous last words.
I know.
Thank you for calling Shop Sabre. How can I help you?
Yeah, hi, this is Tay from LiftArc Studios. I am about to install my collision detection head on my Sidekick table, and I want to make sure I do it right. Can I talk to a tech person?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sorry, it was what studios?
LiftArc Studios.
Got it. Okay, just 1 second.
Thank you. Yeah, hey, my name's Tay Whiteside. I'm in Roanoke, Virginia, and I have a Sidekick 10 plasma table from y'all. And I just unboxed my new collision detection head that I'm gonna fit onto my machine today. And I just wanna make sure I do it right. Okay, let's dig into it. So I think the starting point is fairly obvious. Just remove what we've got going on. I don't know where that came from. There's a washer that just fell. Where in the hell did that come from? There's only one. Okay. There's 2 sets of holes here. Connects was my jam growing up. Made so many things with Connects. I made a scale model of my dad's truck one time. Super nerd. They were tough because it was just strips of metal and bolts and nuts, and like nothing was strong until it was all assembled. Otherwise it was all just flapping around. They were intense. But like, other than KiwiCo, you really don't have anybody that does that anymore. Also, shout out KiwiCo if you want to sponsor this channel. So I need to go to the store and get 2 more screws, it looks like. That's kind of lame. And then this guy goes in here. Probably should have measured the existing height, but whatever. Don't think it really matters. I mean, look at that though. Every time I had to reset that torch, it's scratching this plate, becoming less and less precise. I mean, no bueno. I don't think I'll be able to thread these through without popping these back apart. So, oh God. Yeah. It's like difficult but fragile at the same time, which is my least favorite combination of adjectives. Get a close up of my face. And they're gonna go through here. I see them. Here we go. Da-da-da-da. It's pretty good, right? Yes, 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 yes. Affirmative. Look at how satisfying that is. No wires. Well, that was easy. All right, let me pull the wireless adapter out of my computer. But the issue I was having is that when I did this before, and every computer when you first connect it to the internet, it's going to have some sort of Windows update. So I would update Windows and everything's happy, and then the CNC program stopped working. So that's what we're going to hopefully address today. Hey, it's Tay again. Sorry to keep blowing up your phone. So, all right, I'm connected to the internet, and I wanted to ask, should I go ahead and update Windows before we do all this?
Yeah, because it's going to require a restart.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to check and make sure that I wasn't getting ahead of myself. Okay.
Windows is definitely going to require a restart to apply the update.
Yeah, there's like 47 updates. All right, I will go ahead and go through all this, and I'll call you back one last time.
Might cycle through a few times with updates if that's the case.
Sure,
Just so
yeah.
you're aware.
I'll just babysit this for a while and then just call you back when it's done. I like Clint. I hope he doesn't take the rest of the day off. You know when you like establish a rapport with somebody and then then they leave and then you have to explain your entire story to somebody else? I gotta say, honestly, so far, tech support with Shop Sabre is phenomenal. Gosh, which is so important because something this complicated, could you imagine how frustrating it would be to be left just high and dry and just like, you figure it out, you know?
Yeah, imagine if it was the same as like cable companies.
God, you talk to a human being. Like there's no press 1 for this. And then the menu items don't reflect your actual problem, so you're just guessing, and then you get shipped to the wrong area, and they're like, oh, well, you should have actually called this. It's like, well, how was I supposed to know that? You have one number listed. It's so nice.
One eternity later.
We're fully updated, so let's get this process going. Hey man, this is Tay from LiftArc. How are you?
Not bad.
Good. Well, I'm fully updated, and I believe I'm ready to start the process.
Sounds good. Now what I'm going to do is just open TeamViewer. That's going to give you an ID and password. I'll need those from you. All right.
Awesome.
First thing I'll look at is the version of Windows CNC running right now. So go ahead and move the torch quick. Should trip that collision.
Oh, move the torch. Okay. All right. I'm tripping now. I heard some relays click. I think that's it, man. I really appreciate all the help.
Okay, no problem.
So, yeah, we're good. So, look out for this video on YouTube coming soon.
Sounds good.
Okay, well, I'll call you all if something else happens, but I guess for now, I'm gonna dial it in and do a test cut, make sure we're all good.
Sounds good, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Clint.
You're welcome.
See you, man.
5-star review for Clint.
5-star review for Clint, ladies and gentlemen. I can't move it. Hey, Clint.
Yeah, we're going to want to shut the machine down. We're going to switch all of those to low.
Okay. All right, well, all the jumpers have been moved. And I'm gonna turn, you ready for me to turn it back on?
Yeah.
All right. So now we have 2 red lights and the green power light.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you're basically at the XY origin, more or less. You're not all the way over to the X, but, and trip, and it stops.
Collision.
Cool.
You should be good to go. From here, you should be good to go now. We got the issue fixed.
Okay, cool. So let me try to run it. Yep, everything feels normal. All right, man. Well, as pleasurable as it is to work with you, I hope I don't have to call you again.
Sounds good.
All right, well, thanks again.
Well, you're welcome.
Okay, take care.
5-star review for Clint.
Another 5-star review with Clint. Okay, should we do a test cut?
Yeah. Hey!
Look at that. It hit, it returned to the up position, and if I clear the obstruction, I can hit resume and then enter, and now it's gonna go keep cutting the thing, but I don't want it to do that. Yeah, baby. There it is, it's that easy. For reference out there, this machine is a 2020 model, which is, I think, the most current generation as it stands. To do this, when I ordered this system, they had me take pictures of the inside of my control box so that they knew what I had. In this case, I already had the relay boards installed, so they didn't need to send those, which is nice because that would have been another 30 minutes of fiddling because there's a lot of small wires and stuff in there. But I'm not an engineer, I'm not an electrician, I'm not a professional in any real sense of the word, and I was still able to do it. I am kind of a computer nerd, so I'm used to that kind of thing. But I'm not gonna say this was easy, but it certainly wasn't the hardest thing in the world. Considering I just think about what I'm saying. I put a collision detection system on my CNC plasma table. That sounds pretty complicated, and I did it in the course of a few hours. Again, the whole thing was a little less than $1,000. Super excited to be cutting with this thing now, and I don't have to babysit it anymore. And now my computer's updated and it's connected to the internet, so I can send files from my desk straight to this computer. 2 birds with 1 stone. Huge shout out to Shop Sabre. Thank you for just supporting me in any way you have and for being rad and having the best customer service ever. If you're at all on the fence on buying a CNC plasma table, I cannot recommend Shop Sabre enough. This video was in no way paid for. You know, I didn't have to do this, but it's absolutely my pleasure to do it. Because, you know, companies that support me, I think are worth being shouted out on this. And there's a lot of terrible customer service out there in the world, and it's amazing that when I call Shop Sabre, a human being answers. Imagine that. Amazing. So, yeah, from here on out, all the cutting stuff you see on the channel will now have the new collision detection head on it. And I am stoked to think about what I'm gonna cut next. But thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Lift Arc Studios shirts are available at liftarcstudios.com. Long sleeve t-shirts, limited stock. I think I've got maybe 10 or so, 10, 15 in each size from small to XL. So hit me up, go to the store, place an order, and I fulfill it myself, and I write a little thank you note on the inside, and we got new stickers coming, so hopefully I'll be able to throw you some stickers as well. But if you're local to Virginia in any way, or not, and you need something custom made or designed, give us a call, find us on social media, all that fun stuff. Thank you guys. Follow Shop Sabre on YouTube and Instagram and Lift Arc Studios. See ya. See ya.
Thanks, Clint.
Thanks, Clint. Shout out Clint in Minnesota. What a G.
Give that man a raise.
Dude, I called him like 5 times today. Dope.
Sick.
That's so satisfying.
There you go, everybody. Seems to work. Pretty happy with it. I was able to trigger it, get it to stop. So if it has a major collision, we're good. The other nice thing about this that I didn't realize is that it holds the torch more steady, which is really nice. Like, it holds it tighter. So even if it has a small bump, but it's not the end of the world, it'll keep going. So another plus. Thanks for watching Lift Arc Studios.